You already know, man, what's going on, and it's getting live in here, boy. Ooh, the NFC don't want to see us, boy. I swear they don't want to see us, boy. We're going hamburger, man. They hate Jalen Hurts. They hate the Eagles. We can't do it again. Oh, it's only been 8 teams. Who cares, man? We're gonna be 9 then. I bet you we be 9. Bet that. Call
Welcome to
Vegas.
Broad Street, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead, Smith. Tell them people.
Call Vegas and tell them to place your house on it because the Eagles going back, man. It's one of those things you can't stop. It's the inevitable. We greatness, man.
Exactly. Let's go, y'all. Count us down. That's right, y'all. Welcome to Broad Street. Welcome to episode 102. Welcome to the Eve Training Camp Kickoff edition of the Birds of Broad Street. I am your boy, Mizzy Miz Kukex on YouTube representing the Birds. We got my guy, King DV in the building. What up, King?
Hey, what's going on, everybody, man? Everybody down here in South Philly is hype. They're hype, especially what's to come on Wednesday, man. They ready just to see our guys just, back at the Nova Care Center, man. I'm ecstatic that it's about to be football season again, man. It was so much wrong with the city. I just want something to go right, and the Eagles always, do some adjustments for the city, man. As soon as the Eagles do good, man, everybody's family in Philadelphia, you know how it is. So I'm just ready to talk the Birds here, man.
Yep, we got my guy Smitty Eagle in the building. What up, Smitty?
Man, I'm good, man. I just left the chicken spot, man. Got me a 3-piece with the all thighs, man. Fries and the coleslaw and the large sweet tea, man. I'm feeling lovely.
Yep, and we got my guy OTR1 Trigger, Trey Rock. What up, Trey?
Yo, this is a fun fact, and I don't know how fun it's gonna be for Philadelphia fans, but we had 3 teams go to the championship last year. All 3 of them lost.
Yeah.
Horrible. We gotta turn that around, man. Let's go get this chip this year. Let's get it.
Exactly. You know what it is. Before we talk about any other topic that Smitty brought to my attention, salute to Smitty, let's talk about what we came for, and that's training camp, y'all. Tomorrow, our Birds go in the NovaCare complex. Wednesday, they work. Friday, they work. Sunday, they work. Saturday, they off. Thursday, they do a walkthrough. So here we are, the eve of training camp. Tomorrow, we'll start with King DV. Your thoughts on training camp week and what you got to say to the Eagles as they get ready to wake up, drive to the NovaCare, do their hype video, and get ready to work.
We always talking about, man. We were embracing, especially after OTAs, we were embracing training camp. Seeing who's gonna actually be the battles. Seeing who's gonna show up. looking at the different coaches that we have now, Brian Johnson, Sean Desai. It's just exciting. It's an exciting time to know where we're going to be at, going forward, and then also making sure that we can actually just go back to where we got to get to, man, because we got unfinished business. I'm gonna just talk my ish right now. We got unfinished business. NFC Championship or bust right now for me. But that's just overstepping right now. Yeah, we got unfinished business, but I'm dying to see who's going to be in the 53-man roster. I'm dying to see basically, who's going to beat out who. Who's going to beat out who? We might have a surprise. It's so much riding on this training camp for me because I just want to see the schemes, the different situations that Sean Desai is going to put our offense in, to try to make them work. I'm dying to see the new guys that we have, rookies, or the people that we picked up, like a Terrell Edmonds. Yeah, I'm just dying to see what's going to happen in this training camp, man.
Yep, Smitty.
The off season been a lot of nasty work, man. A lot of 4K material, a lot of narratives that's been painted about the Eagles and what we can achieve. And I'm really at the point where it's like, worry about your business. Let me worry about mine. Because training camp for us has just started. Everybody's 0-0. And now it's time to put work in to get what we're doing, man. It's easy to talk in the off season, bro. It's easy to go back and forth and have conversation. And you can make up anything, any perspective you want. You can swerve it and make it look good. But now it's finna put pen to paper. We finna make these rhymes, man. We finna write a book. Let's go, man. Go Bird.
Yep. Trigger.
All right, so I approach with me, man. I approach every training camp the same. Hold on, my fault, yo.
No, you're good.
I approach every training camp the same. I don't never know what to expect. We could be a dominant team again this year. I believe we can, but you never know what the season. Got in store for us. So, I'm optimistic that we're gonna be a great team again. We had a lot of pieces back. We lost pieces, added a lot of pieces back. We got a lot of new energy in the coordinator position. It's like, I want to see what a Brian Johnson Sean Desai could do. Let's start off at training camp. They got the open practice on the 6th. I'm going down there. I hope y'all be down there.
Down there.
It's gonna be.
Oh, I'm going to please open practice, please.
I wish.
It's gonna
I'm
be a
down there.
fun event. We get like a real like first snippet of our coordinators and what they're gonna do. So, like I said, I'm always optimistic going into the season, but I'm really like one of those fans that's like kind of realistic about it. It's like, the NFL is a little tricky. It's like sometimes, for the most part, we stayed healthy last year. Who's to say?
Yeah, we'll talk about that part.
Who's to say the next season gonna be like that? So it's a lot of factors that go into a football team and a football team being good. So, I'm optimistic about it, but it's still wait and see with me.
Yep. For me, it's real simple. I can't wait now. The offense side of the ball, I really can't wait for. Y'all know how I feel about Jalen freaking Hurts and the crew. The defense side of the ball, I want to see the Bulldogs. I need to see what Mr. Carter, Nolan Smith, Jordan Davis, N'Kobe Dean, and Ringo all can do together as a group. I need to see how this defense, because y'all had 70 sacks, which Smitty will talk about that too. We had 70 sacks last season, but when it came to the Super Bowl, zero. What I want to see when you go to training camp, because you're going to be facing the Aaron Rodgers, going to be facing the Matthew Staffords, the Tuas, the Dax twice, the Genos, the Patrick Mahomes, the Josh Allens, and the Brock Purdy. What I need from this defense, you had 70 sacks last year. Can you give us some more when it comes to the playoff teams that you face? Not no Daniel Jones or no people. I want to see. Oh, third game. What's up, BG?
What's up, guys?
Yeah, I I want to see my defense get some sacks against the top quarterbacks that we face. That's what I'm going to see. Bergen, what you can't wait to see going in training camp tomorrow and Wednesday.
Good to all you guys, man. I just want to see some hitting. I want to see someone hit somebody in some pads, baby. It's football season. It's back around. I want to see somebody lay
In and out.
football
You're
field.
in and out, BG.
I want to see some people make some hits out there. You know what I'm saying? You got the pads on. You got all the position battles. I want to see who's gonna come out there. And, really like get ahead of everybody else from being like electric on that football field.
Yeah. So that now going into training camp, there's going to be some concerns. So let's talk about it. Our biggest concern going into training camp, I'll start because I said it on my video. Salute the King for watching. Injuries, injuries. Because we had C.J. Gardner Johnson get hurt. I don't know why some of the fans are going after him. It is what it is. I mean, you shouldn't go after a guy when he gets hurt. I mean, we don't condone that. But yeah, he gets hurt, but he's good. But injuries can happen. That's my biggest concern. Injuries can happen. I want when you get ready for the Patriots week one. I want my 53-man roster as healthy as it gets. Because we talking the Patriots. Yeah, they got Mac Jones. It's going to be an easy walk. Well, tell that to all the Patriot fans that are going to be celebrating Tom Brady in a sellout stadium. You need to be healthy going into that game. No injury. I get it. Injuries can happen anytime. I understand that. But for God's sake, when you go into training camp, no one gets hurt. When you go to preseason, nobody gets hurt. Going into the first game versus the Patriots, nobody gets hurt because you got a short week after that. After you deal with the Patriots, you got the Minnesota Vikings in the home opener, which I will be attending, by the way. I'll be there. You got the home opener versus the Minnesota Vikings. You got a short week after the Patriots. No injuries, please. I do not want to see Ian Rappaport. I don't want to see Adam Schefter say Philadelphia Eagles blank, blank, blank injuries. For the love of God, can you go ahead? Your biggest concern going into training camp tomorrow.
To be the injuries is it's alarming that not just C.J. Gardner Johnson, but like Anai Times for the Bills. He got hurt too. He out for the season already. You know, it's just a big concern that we do got some vets on the team. They might try to take it easy with them in training camp. Like Kelsey, your Lane Johnsons, your Fletches. They're going to take it easy with them, but I don't want any injuries. No concerning injuries, man. You might tweak something a little bit, especially when you're trying to do these training camps and joint practices. But overall, I just don't want no major injuries where as though it can hurt us in the long run, man. We dealt with a couple of those last season with Jordan Davis going down, and we got two, old heads off the street, Sue and Linval Joseph. Then you also had Dallas Goddard go down, off of injury. I just want us to be as healthy as possible, man. It's football at the end of the day, so injuries, it's inevitable that you may get dinked up for a player or two or maybe a couple games, but nobody wants to be out for a season. Nobody wants to jeopardize the crew like that. So that's the biggest concern for me is injuries.
Yeah, Smitty.
Injuries is inevitable. You know what I'm saying? It's something that happens to everybody. I just want to be as healthy as possible. What we had last year could, as people say, it was rare. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about maintaining your health and your body and keeping things rolling. So I want guys to stay as healthy as possible, man, because the more people you have access to that are actually supposed to be in the field, the better your season turns out to be. You know what I'm saying? While you see the Rams last year, the injuries kind of derailed their season, and the opposite happened for us. So I'm in a situation where I just want to be able to get through the season, see my guys perform, and hopefully everybody can stay healthy, man. This training staff can keep doing great work. And Sirianni, whatever he's doing, man, I just hope he keep to it because we've been healthy the last 2 years pretty much.
Yep. Trey.
All right, my biggest concern was injury, but everybody already said that, so I'm gonna give y'all my second biggest concern.
Right.
That's the defensive coordinator, Sean Desai.
Yeah.
And this is a big concern to me because he's stepping into a room that he never been in with a boatload of talent on the team. Usually, when defensive coordinators step into situations like that, they don't have the defense that we have. They start drafting their guys. They start to try to fit their defense around. I mean, really, what they like. He's stepping into a situation where you got everything. You got everything. So my biggest concern going into training camp is our defensive coordinator. It's like, I mean, how you going to distribute all this talent out there on the field? You got dudes sitting on the bench that can start on any football team in the NFL. So it's like, bro, like I just want to see how he worked this little magic. I mean, hopefully we get back to the point where we get 70 sacks again this year. So that's my biggest concern.
Yeah. Bless you, BG. By
Thank
the
you.
way, no problem. And everybody is BG because he's at work. Everybody asking what's the sound. He's at work. So salute to BG,
I
man, for
turned the
sticking
fan
with
off.
us.
Can you still hear it?
Yeah, salute to you, BG, for rocking with us while you at work. But go ahead, your biggest concern.
My biggest concern is, overconfidence probably. I think, they all had good off seasons. The whole NFL and the rest of the league's been like hyping them up all off season long. And they come out, flat, or they're dropping balls. You didn't see it too much in OTAs, but you never know with the training camp when when they hit the field with the pass on. So I want to make sure that they're still out there sharp, crisp. They live up to the high standards that I think our team is to do it. I really look forward to them doing it. So that probably be my biggest.
Yeah. So let's get on with some topics that Smitty sent me. So let's start with Nick Sirianni because Nick Sirianni has some stuff to say to his team. Uh, let's start with the first one. Nick Sirianni said, "Show the Eagles confetti from the Super Bowl loss during a team meeting this offseason." Quote the pastor, "You can't admire the result and desire the reward if you don't embrace the route that produced the reward." He also said Nick Sirianni insisted he will not use content reminder of the Super Bowl loss as an attempt to motivate the team for the year. What is understood don't need to be explained. Here's another one that says there's been times where I've been sitting in the office and an F bomb came out and someone said, "Is everything all right?" Nick Sirianni dragged himself through the mud after the Super Bowl. He showed confetti to the team. So go ahead, Smitty. We'll start with you. Your reaction to this Nick Sirianni.
Dwelling on a situation is something that can get you killed. You know what I'm saying? So him using it as a motivational speech and pretty much saying like, look, we're gonna use it as motivation, but we ain't gonna keep dwelling on it and keep going back to what happened. You know what I'm saying? It's time to move, in a way that you understand what happened. You understand the consequences of coming up short, and you also know in the back of your mind how hard it is to get back to that same point. So the mountaintop is high, but Nick Sirianni is going about it in the right manner, man. He's using things that should motivate any man inside of a professional sport that wants to compete. And I think beating yourself up is a good thing and a bad thing because you can't let it go into the next season and you still dwelling on what you could have did in the last game. We need to be 1-0 every week. We need to be moving forward every week. So I think the guys we have in here are going to be able to pick it up. They're going to use, what he brought to the table, and they're going to be able to use that as motivation, man. And I think, we should be somewhere close to where we was last year, if not in the same predicament at the end of the season. Because I believe in Nick Sirianni, I believe in Jalen Hurts, and I believe in the leadership pillars that we have inside this organization that they will be able to use the same things and help us move forward.
Yeah, King.
So basically, I did a video on this. Basically, a guy from WIP, a radio station that basically reports on the Eagles in Philadelphia. And they basically was saying that he was on a hot seat. Nick Sirianni was on a hot seat, and this shows that they don't know what they're talking about. This is great motivation. Coming off of Super Bowl loss, saying that hey, the job is not done. Everybody needs to be on that same page. The guys that was there last season, everybody has to
I
be
ain't
on the
gonna
same
hold
page
you.
at
My
the end of the
fault,
day
King. I ain't even
because
gonna
we know
hold
where
you.
we were trying to get to.
I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. Hot seat is that's a crazy take. Hot seat.
Yeah,
A
they
dude
they
that's just
actually
coming
said
off a
that.
Super Bowl. A
They
Super
said they
Bowl
said
ring.
that because so this is why they said it, bro. They said because he got out coached in that fourth quarter. That fourth quarter showed who Nick Sirianni really was, but it wasn't Nick
Right.
Sirianni. It was one of the other guys that they liked, and Jonathan Gannon that basically got a job
Right.
elsewhere. You know, that's what it was.
Hey,
It
yo.
was guys like, and we don't talk too much about it. We don't talk too much about Shane Steichen play calling either in the
Right.
fourth quarter. Whereas
This my first time hearing this. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
yeah, yeah, yo, it's a tweet. I did a whole video on it, and they were really like adamant about it. Like basically, look, Nick Sirianni cost us that Super Bowl, and he should be on the hot seat because I'm not
Right.
yet. Like that's basically what they were saying. And I'm
Yeah.
like, this right here with because I didn't see this tweet that was just up there. I didn't see that, and I'm like, yo, bro, like this
Bro,
is why he's our
this why I
coach,
hate Philadelphia media, bro. I hate
right?
Philadelphia media. They not for Philadelphia. All these dudes that they got in the media is from Boston, Dallas, all these other places, bro. Like for y'all to blame that loss on Nick Sirianni is that's horrible, bro. Like he's the coach. You got a
Mm-hmm.
defensive coordinator and an offensive coordinator for a reason. They put together these game plans all week. Nick Sirianni just the overseer. In-game
Right,
adjustments and stuff, that's up to the offensive coordinator and the defensive coordinator. How did Nick
right.
Sirianni lose this game for us? Bro, I don't understand it, bro. That's horrible.
That's a horrible take for sure.
Here's a
It
Yep.
is a
horrible take, and
flag.
that's why I had to do a video about it.
Yep. Go
Can't do
ahead,
it
Trey.
like this.
Nah, bro. I don't know. It just got me hot a little bit. I ain't even gonna lie to you
Mm-hmm.
because they did the
I'm
same
trying to see.
they did the
Let
same
me
thing
see
with
if I can
Doug
send it
Peterson.
to. I'm
They did
seeing
the
if I can
same
send it
thing
to
with Doug
Coolcat
Peterson.
real quick.
All right.
After we
Yeah. Go
came,
ahead, Trey. You were saying?
no, I said the Philadelphia media is just horrible. Period. It's like
Mm-hmm.
these dudes be having the most like outlandish takes and stuff like that, and they could just say it, and people just be like, "Oh, all right." Like, nah, bro, we gonna call y'all on y'all BS too. Like, a lot of them dudes not even for Philadelphia. When we winning, it's great. But as soon as something happen, we lose fourth quarter game, something like that, they piling it on like it's the worst thing in the world. It's football.
Right.
Somebody got to win, somebody got to lose, bro.
Facts.
It's sports,
Fact.
period. Somebody got to win, somebody got to lose. They was the better team that day. Okay, it happens. But bro, for y'all to say Nick Sirianni is on the hot seat, that's a horrible take, bro.
Right.
The dude went to back-to-back playoffs. He took his first year, he took the team to the playoffs. Second year, he took the
That
team to
could
the
be
Super Bowl.
a
This
Super
dude,
Bowl. Right.
even at this early stage in his career, he's one of the best motivators that I've seen in this city, bro. To get that team to
Yeah.
do what they did last year, bro, and keep it up the whole season all the way to the Super Bowl, bro, that take.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude, and mind you, this dude's making millions on these teams. This dude that's making millions and millions of dollars on these teams, bro. They don't have to listen to you. And that's why
And the
coaches get ran
Eagles,
out of
man.
here. Bro, that's why coaches get ran out of here every other day, bro. Every other day. I hate Philly media.
Mm-hmm.
I live in Philly. I lived in Philly my whole life, and I always hated Philly media. They dog
Mm-hmm.
McNabb out. They dog AI out. They dog
Yeah.
um Ryan Howard out. Bro, it's like, dog, you can't make a mistake down here, period. You cannot
Uh-uh.
make a mistake, bro. And it's hard.
Yep.
It's horrible. It pissed me off, yo. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Yep. So let's react. Burgang, you reaction to this?
Yes, coach.
Can't really hear him.
In and out again.
Not on no hot seat. He's one of the hottest coaches in the league right now. He's just motivating his players, getting them ready. That's all he's doing. So he's doing it the way he needs to do it. I trust in Nick that he's going to get the team motivated in the right way and get us leading in the right direction. So all the other talk is just talk. Let the man do his job. Because, like you said, first year playoffs, second year Super Bowl, third year going to win the Super Bowl. You know, you got a good first 3 years for him.
Bro, hot seat is crazy to me. Like, y'all let Doc Rivers sit in this city for all them years. Y'all never say he was on the hot seat. Nick Sirianni lose the Super Bowl. He actually made it to a Super Bowl, but lost by the skin of his teeth. And now he on the hot seat, bro. That don't even make sense. Like, it don't even make sense. It just pissed me off, bro.
Yeah, go ahead, Smitty. You want to react to this?
I mean, hot seat is like one of those takes for like a dude like a Ron Rivera, who in the last seconds of his lifespan don't know if he's eligible for the playoffs. It's a situation for dudes like Josh McDaniels who go out there and blow wreck when they say you got a powerhouse team. It's for dudes that go do what they did in Denver and go out there with supposedly another playoff team with a top of the line defense and you go 4-12. Like, how do you say Nick Sirianni's anywhere near a seat that's hot? How do you say he's anywhere near being pushed out of here? Like I agree with Trey. Like, bro, the media in Philadelphia gives you no breaks. Like, how, like 35-38. It was not a blowout. It was a close game with one mistake that had nothing to do with Sirianni. How is the jury still debating anything? You know, if this is a real court session, it's not guilty. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand, man. Like, what do you have to do in Philadelphia for the fans not to boo you? Like, you can get a touchdown and win the game, and they still might boo you on the way out because of something you did a week ago, like a month ago. Like,
Bro,
stop holding on to the 2-5, bro. That 2-5 is over with. That shit weird, man.
It's irritating, bro. Like,
hot seat is ridiculous.
Philly media really burned me out, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. And that's why we do what we do, because we gonna give y'all real factual stuff. They just go off how they feeling for real. We going off real
at the moment
factual stuff. How? Yeah, this man cannot be on no kind of hot seat, like Smitty said. How? Now we come out, we go 2-15. Now we got something to talk about. And then the next year we win 4 games. Now we got something to talk about. Now that seat hot. That seat hot. But this dude ain't did nothing but
might not even be hot.
Yo, he ain't do nothing but win since he been in the NFL. How is he on the hot seat? It pissed me off, bro. Like, it got me hot.
Yeah,
Right
I know.
Yep. It's Nick Sirianni is not in no hot seat. I mean, he won. Let's be real. When he came here, he won 9 games and took us to the playoffs. Then he won 14 games, won 2 playoff games, then went to the Super Bowl and was 3 points, 3 to 7 points away from winning that. It happens. So Nick Sirianni is not in no hot seat. As long as he keeps doing what he's doing, he is not in no hot seat. So all right, don't entertain that. That's some crazy ish. So let's see. I want Nick Sirianni to stay. Of course you do, Cole. Of course you do, Cole.
I don't know why are you kicking your ass.
Exactly.
Right. I'm like, that's something bad on y'all part. Like,
Exactly. Now, Smitty, you showed me this, so I'll let you talk about it.
I mean, it just shows you, like, people be talking about, like, you know, we're not really the standard. Look at the standard; it's right there, sit on the chart. I mean, it ain't much. It ain't much of a disparity between, you know, us and the Steelers, but we there. We number 1 with 2,192 sacks in 1970. We really be, you know, defending out here, man. You know, it's all these teams right here, you know, pretty much rock out. You know, there's only a few teams up there that I think.
Yeah, the T-shirt man.
Like, maybe like the Ravens, I would thought would have been up there. Yeah. Maybe the Seahawks. You know, there's a couple of teams up there I thought would have been there, but look at us. We at the top, man. We setting the standard, man. Yeah, we setting the standard, though, man. Getting at that quarterback, man. Guess what? You win the game as a quarterback on his back. He can't throw the rock.
Yep. King?
I mean, it speaks for itself, man. You know, our defense. This is why I became a Philadelphia Eagles fan. Defense, man. Brian Dawkins is my favorite player, but you know, you still got guys out there that can hit and get to the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And it just speak volumes, man. Like I said, Smitty said, man. I thought the Ravens would have been up there, especially over the Rams. Probably not the Saints, but the Rams. Yeah, I can see that. Cowboys did have some hitters too. I'm not going to hate, but it's good to see. And I know that 70 ball that we put up last season. I know that got us over that hump. So I just want us to continue to do God's work on the field and put some quarterbacks on a back. Pause again and again and again. That's what I want to see. But this is a good stat, man. This is something to see.
Yep. Trigger.
Yo, it says since 1970. Shout
Yep.
out to all the great pass rushers we had though, and I'm gonna start running some of them off. I know it's more that I'm not gonna mention. Not be able to mention because I can't come up with them off the top of my head. But shout out to Reggie White, Jerome Brown, Seth Joyner, Trent Cole, Hugh Douglas, Javon Curse, Jeremiah Trotter, bro, Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, bro. All these dudes contributed. All these dudes contributed to that, man. Even Sean Reddick this year, Josh Sweat. Who else we got? That's really kind of all I could think of off the top of my head right now. So, I mean, if y'all got more, y'all could throw them in there. But this is an appreciation topic right here. This is an appreciation topic. Even Brian Dawkins, dude was putting
Malcolm
up like
Jenkins,
20 Trent Cole.
Bro, Dawkins was a monster when it came to that blitzing. Malcolm Jenkins, monster when it came to that.
Trent Cole. Trent Cole too.
Hugh Douglas.
Bro, let's just throw him
Corey
out there, bro. This is appreciation. Corey Simons, bro. Oh my lord, man. Dahani Jones. Hollis Thomas, bro. It was so many people that made this list the way it is. And over the years, I feel like the Philadelphia Eagles, with this defensive line thing, we was the best to ever do it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. There's been some great pass rushers, but it's been just one great pass rusher in that time span. We had an abundance of them. So it's like, bro, Connor Barwin. Oh, bro, it's like, bro, it was so many, bro.
Yeah. Clyde Simmons.
Bro, Clyde Simmons, bro, we was really different when it comes to that defensive
Jason Babbitt.
Jason Babbitt. I remember that season. Yeah, he had like 14 sacks that season. I remember.
Benny Curry.
Benny Curry. Ooh.
I miss Vinny. That's my guy. I miss Vinny.
Javon Hargrave, bro. We just been dominant on the
Hassan Reddick now.
Hassan Reddick.
We just been dominant on the defensive line for years, bro.
BG, what?
Yeah.
Hey,
bro.
Go ahead, BG.
Listen, man, and it's only getting better because now we got more dudes to add to this list. We got Jalen Carter now. We got Nolan Smith now. I mean, Hargrave's still doing his thing up there. Then you got to look at the lower dudes like the Milton Williams, who's going to come here and he's going to do. I feel like he's going to do great this year.
Malik Williams is going to be a dog. Have y'all been seeing his videos lately? He's a dog. Salute to LB. Salute to LB and sorry, Troy. Salute to LB and Philly Mike. They interviewed him one time. So salute to them. But go ahead, Troy.
No, I'm just saying all the talent this dude got around him. He's going to have so many opportunities to get sacks because he's going to be one-on-one damn near every time he's on the field. Because they're not going to be worrying about double teaming Milton Williams when you got all that other wreck around him. It's like, bro, I feel like this is going to be a breakout season for him. So we probably could add him to another one of those great pass rushes that the Philadelphia Eagles had on their front line. So, like I said, this is an appreciation topic. I mean, I ain't gonna get too much more into it, take up too much time, but shout out to all of the people that really been running up there in that front for us, man.
Yep, BG.
Doing it for a long time, and the funny thing is, like you said, it's not gonna slow down. It's only gonna get better. I think we break the sack record this year. With all the talent that's on this roster, I don't see why we can't do it. You know, we got the blueprint out last year. I think the secondary's gotten better. I think the linebackers have gotten better. You know, that's going to put a little bit more, you know, make it a little bit more easier for that defensive line to even get after the quarterback even more. You got big Jordan Davis going to be doing his thing. You know, the rookie Carter going to be doing his thing. You know, don't forget Nolan Smith's going to be out there doing his thing. So overall, the defense is better. You got a blueprint on how to get what? We got 71 sacks, 70 what, 6 sacks, something like that last year.
Or something like that. Yeah, 70.
Yeah, so you got the blueprint to
70.
get that. You become a little bit more aggressive of a play caller, and I guarantee we break the record this year. So that's how I feel about that. We're going to keep it going, and I don't think anybody's going to catch us for a while.
Yeah. So another thing Smitty sent me, and salute to Smitty, was the USA broke out their records. And go ahead, Smitty, break it down.
I mean, okay, so we went to NFC East again. I'm cool with that. I mean, 12-5 is a little crazy though. But I mean, with that situation, I mean, I guess we in a good predicament again. How it looks, we still get the number 1 seed again. I'm cool with this. I mean, I'm really cool with it. Like, if that's what it take to get the number 1 seed and get back on this road to Super Bowl 58. I'm all good with it, man. But I feel like they tried the Giants. They got the Giants 6-11, boy, lasting in the picture. Dang.
You know why they got him? You know why they got him right there like that? Because
Saquon.
we all reading. It's all like it's written on the wall right now. Saquon gonna come in. I feel like he's gonna come to camp. He's gonna do all that, and then the first game of the season, he probably gonna fake an injury or something like that. Like, now y'all still gotta pay me. That's on y'all. That should have paid me. Now I sit out the whole season. We're gonna see how good Daniel Jones really is, because y'all gave him all that money. Now y'all want to pay me. I've been carrying your offense since I came in the league, bro. It's like I feel like they disrespected him, bro. I feel like they disrespected him.
Hey, Trigger though, but if they tell me 12-5 wins the conference and the division, I'm cool with that.
And you know why they say that? Because the whole NFC East got hard schedules, bro. The whole NFC East. So it's like, I mean, 12-5 is like, that's not a bad record. It's like, I feel like we're gonna win a couple more, but that's not a bad record. That's not a bad prediction. Now, if they would have said like 9-10 wins, I'd be like, all right, y'all smoking dope. Because I still feel like we the best team in the NFL. So we're gonna beat a lot of these teams just based off that. So I mean, 12-5, that's not a
look at the Vikings.
Record.
Look at the Vikings. Trigger. Look at the Vikings. They beat the Vikings across the head.
Damn, 7-10.
Hey, this some record predictions right here, boy. This could get spicy. Look at Jonathan Gannon 2-15. Ooh.
They got the Raiders at 3-14. Oh my god.
I see.
Look at the Colts. They say Shane Steichen gonna go over there and get 4 wins, man.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, they get a little disrespectful with these Joes. I ain't even gonna lie. They got
They are.
at 2-15.
But hey, Jonathan Gannon to be fired, boy. He'd be looking for a new job.
Yeah, I like this. I like this one. This one right here. The Chiefs only 10 wins.
That's crazy.
I don't know though. Hey, look, I ain't gonna say the Chiefs. Like, I mean, 10. Everybody getting better, man. It's any given Sunday. Shit.
Yep. Go ahead. Yep. Go ahead, King.
They're sleeping on the Chargers. The Broncos, they want them to get better so bad, especially because Russ over there, and then Sean Payton is over there. So they want him to get better. You know they want Trevor Lawrence to win the division. You already know. The tightest race, honestly, is the AFC East. It looks like on this schedule.
Look at the North.
Where?
Look at the North.
I mean,
12-5, 11-6, 11-6, 10-7. They are one game apart. The whole division almost in.
I see. But yeah, I don't think this is going to be the score. I mean, the records are honestly. I think that
it's a good one though. It's a good one though.
No, it is good because it's honestly realistic. from what we know about last season going into this season is realistic. It is only realistic because it's crazy. I hope Cole's still in here, but I heard a take this morning about the Cowboys, and they were basically saying that um Dak really cannot change the way he play. And how he plays is that he has to play hero ball. He cannot sit up there. The only way that Dak would not have that many interceptions like he did last season is if they run the ball more. Now you're dependent on guys that is not really ready to have a whole bunch of carries, and then also Tony Pollard that's coming off a leg injury. So you're dependent on that. So I don't see Dak really like taking a step back on the interceptions as much. I think he's going to still make the same mental mistakes.
Hey, DV,
So I can
seen a
see
stat
that
today, right?
record.
Remember they said they want to run the ball, right?
Uh-huh.
When the last time he was an offensive coordinator, they was bottom 5 in the league in rushing attempts.
And I think that
But Mike
at that time
McCarthy
he
can
had.
run the ball though.
Oh, you talking about Mike McCarthy, right?
They saying he gonna run the ball, but the last time he was an offensive coordinator, they was bottom 5.
But he ran the ball with Eddie Lacy, and it really wasn't good. He had 1,000-yard season, I think.
Yep.
So
Yep. BG.
What was the question?
Oh, I'll let you react to this because this is what I saw funny. Speaking of rankings, this one was from our good friend Cole Cowboy.
He don't
If
give a
y'all
damn.
can see it.
Yeah, I barely can see.
I got a full screen it. Let me see.
All right, hold on.
Okay, I see it now. They got us 13-4, and they got him winning the division. Y'all seen this bullshit?
Yep. For those who can't see it, it's the Cowboys 13-4, Rams 11-6, the Detroit Lions 11-6, the Falcons 9-8. We're 13-4, Bears 10-7, and the Giants are 10-7. For the AFC, it's the Steelers 7th seed, the Broncos 6th seed, Bengals 5th seed, uh, the Miami Dolphins 4th, Jags 3rd, Browns 2nd, and the Dallas Cowboys. And the Chiefs 1st. So, Smitty, it's your boy. Go ahead and talk about it.
If this ain't one of the most ridiculous pieces of shit I've seen all day, like, bro, what is like Cole? You need to go somewhere with yourself, bro. So you telling me we gonna both go 13-4? You gonna go 10-2? So that means you swept everybody, pretty much, but 2 teams you lost 1 to. So that's how, bro. Please stop it, please. You giving me a headache with this book. Like, so you telling me the Bills not making the playoffs, the Jets not making the playoffs, Patriots not making the playoffs, Seahawks, none of the teams that got legitimate teams making the playoffs. Everybody just gonna. You telling me Aaron Rodgers finna go 4-13, bro?
He got Dallas making the playoffs. You already knew that.
13, and then he try to make it look good by using the same record as us, but you 10-2. Come on, bro. Stop it, man. The madness gotta stop, man. Y'all gotta stop this bullshit, man. I know y'all wake up and want to be homers, bro. Y'all want to cheer for your team. Y'all want to put on the pom-poms and a skirt and go out and do flips. Bro, don't get on here with that bullshit, man. Don't nobody want to see this, bro. This is ridiculous, man. We really tired of it, man. Let's see some realisticness. Like, come on, bro. You got the Falcons winning the division. They don't even know if their quarterback is the guy. They just hoping. They ain't gonna get him nothing legitimate to put behind them. They went and got Bijan Robinson when they already had 2,000-yard rushers last year. So now you got 3 running backs. You telling me? I mean, I ain't knocking Justin Fields, but he finna go from being the bottom of the league, 3 wins last to 10.
All right, now with the Justin Fields thing, I could see them.
I can see them going like 9, 8.
I could see them making some noise because they had potential last year. They lost a lot of close games last year. They weren't getting blew out. So I can see him taking that next step, and they put kind of a nice little team around him, gave him some weapons and stuff like that. So that's a wait and see. But like the Chargers not making the playoffs, like a lot of these teams not making the playoffs is
The
like
Rams
problem.
11-6 trigger.
Yeah, so they go from the horrible season and jump right back to, I mean, in contention for a Super Bowl just because Matt Stafford came back. They lost everybody basically, even Jalen Ramsey going over there. So they starting over
Mm-hmm.
for real. So it's like, I mean, I don't see the 11-6 like Rams going 11-6. Even the Dolphins, they had a solid season last year. I see them taking a step back too. I mean, the Bengals gonna be there. You know, we gonna be there. But the Browns going 12-5, bro. Stop it. Stop it, bro. Stop it. The division they play in don't even allow these dudes to go 12-5. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Exactly.
They be beating up on each other all season, bro. It's like, and the Bengals the best team in that division. So, I mean, oh, bro, I don't get it. I can see Detroit probably 11-6. They had a solid season last year. I mean, they capped it off good and all that. They looked like a quality team. I mean, they just had to get the defense together a little bit. And I don't know. I still don't see it with the Broncos either. It's like, bro, they got to show me, cause y'all was a big disappointment last year. Y'all wasn't even injured. That just was a big disappointment. So I mean, I kind of get some of his schedule, but the Cowboys going 13-4 is just bonkers, bro. It's like, yo, it's just bonkers. We're not gonna have the same record as them, bro. And y'all gonna go what, 10-2 in the conference? All right, bro. Come on, Cole. You better than that, Cole. You better than that, bro. You better than that.
Exactly, Cole. You come on now. Like you got Mike McCarthy not wanting to only run the ball to protect Dak Prescott.
And
Listen,
Dak finna be slinging that big cool cat.
I hope that better be the case because from what I'm hearing is
No, I ain't
we're
saying
going to run the
hey.
ball. From what I'm hearing is we're going to run the ball and use our defense. That's what I'm hearing.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing about
Go ahead,
Cole,
King.
man. Cole want us to talk about this, man. He gets he gets something from it, and this is why he always tune in. So see if we're talking about the Cowboys or anything like that. So since he brought this to our attention, let's talk about it. He only basically posted this up because he knew the Cowboys being number one will tick us off. He knew it. He knew it. There's no way in hell Dak Prescott is going to lead them to a 13-4 record because some of those games your quarterback has to win. Now, for your coach to come out and say the coach that's running the play calling now, come out to say, "Hey, Dak Prescott, to avoid that, you know, I don't trust him in certain situations. Let's run the ball." You know, who do that sound like? That sound like us a couple years ago. You know, that's who it sound like. You know, taking time off the clock. You know, being a better time management. He's trying to prove to himself, Mike McCarthy, I'm talking about, being that guy that can actually do good clock management for a change in his career, right? So to put Dak Prescott on a pedestal, saying that, hey, I could be that guy and all that, you know, after last season. And then, yeah, everybody, the Cowboys, content creators, and the fans all say, oh, that was just one season that he had those type of turnovers. No, they seen something to the point where they're like, yo, no, we got to switch the game plan up, get the ball out of his hands so, you know, we could move down the field, run his clock out, and trust our defense. You know, they're going to start treating him soon like Trent Dilfer. That's when they're going to start treating him like Trent Dilfer with the Ravens. That's how they're going to start treating him this season. If Dak sit up there and try to sling the ball and all that type of stuff, man, they're going to lose way more than four games. Way more than 4 games. So you can't have it both ways. For them to sit up there and say they're going to be 10-2, like, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, man, because they play some of the people that we play this season. They got a tough schedule too. And, you know, for them to think that this is what it's going to be, especially with the people that they added. I don't see it. I don't see it happen. They play us twice, for Christ's sake. You know, we talking about a sweep. We're talking about a sweep this year. You know, these guys, these young guys, man, they're gonna feel the link. They're gonna feel the link when we sit up there and show how much we dislike the Cowboys. And they're gonna say, "Yo, when we go to Texas, the AT&T Stadium, yeah, we're gonna bring that same fire. We're gonna bring that same heat, and we're gonna get to that. Y'all better get the ball out his hands, because if y'all don't, it's gonna be a long night, and y'all backup better be warming up on the sideline. That's all I'm saying."
Yep. Hurricane.
Oh, he ain't there.
Hurricane. All right. He busy. All right. Let me set up the next topic. But all right. And while I'm doing that, my response to Cole and all his nonsense is basically this.
Well, we took another L. Hey, shout out to the Eagles, man. We beat ourselves, man. We beat ourselves. You see, it was some stuff that I saw that I really hated, man. The sense of urgency when we was behind was bad. I look at it like when you're shortcoming of a goal, right? You fight for something all year, and then you get to the end of it, and you drop it, you lose it, right? And I can't help but to think to it all and say, we just was not prepared. The prepared mind. You fat motherfucker! Wow. You see everything in this. You saw them run the hell off the field, didn't you? The fucking ref was in the way! Look at this!
Yeah.
Shout out to James. Shout out to James Harden. Yeah, shout out to James Harden, man.
Yo, you seen the boy sitting there with his little rubbing his little poodle and shit when they lost.
Man.
I laugh at that joke every time, bro. He looks so confused, like.
Exactly.
But you
Yep.
know what I hate though? You know what I hate? I hate when people say we beat ourselves. No, y'all didn't. Y'all lost. Y'all lost to the team. Y'all didn't beat yourself. Nobody can beat themselves, bro. Like, you lost. Like, I never made that excuse. Like, oh, I feel like we beat ourselves. No, we lost. That's a part of the game. If you don't game plan well, you don't make good in-game adjustments. That's not beating yourself. That's getting out-coached. That's not beating yourself. I mean, that team was better than you on that day. I hate when people say we beat ourselves. That pissed me off too.
Exactly. Now, basically the last topic, unless we can think of something else, will be Hassan Reddick. Salute to Smitty for sending me this.
You forgot one. I ain't seen you the other one.
What?
The Devontae Smith one.
Oh, right. We'll get to that next. Thanks for reminding me, Smitty. So, Hassan Reddick, let's hear from him. Let's hear from. There you go. Oh, what the heck?
What happened?
All right, basically, go ahead. Tell me what Hassan Reddick was saying to Smitty while I figure out what
Oh, he was kind of talking about the sacks. He was kind of saying, like, if you don't think sacks win the game, then you crazy. You out your mind. Like, and defense do win games, man. Like, bringing that pressure, man, getting that work in. Like, 16.5 sacks is nothing to play with. Like, a lot of guys don't get 16.5 sacks in their career. A lot of guys don't even get the opportunity to get 10. A lot of guys don't get on the field, man. So to have 16.5 sacks, to have 3 years consecutive with double-digit sacks, like, that's not an easy accomplishment, man, because you got guys on the other end of that ball that's preparing for you to come Sunday in and Sunday out, and they working just as hard as you, if not harder, to keep you from getting to that guy behind them that's making $200 to $300 million. Like, right. So when you say sacks is a small part of the game, it's a real big part of the game, because that helps everybody on the back end. It makes your quarterbacks better. It makes your safeties better. It makes your linebackers better. Like, if you can get to the quarterback and you get there fast, you might not need good corners. You might not need a star linebacker. You might can go settle for the guy that's developing because you get into the quarterback. He ain't got to be back there in 5, 6, 7 coverage seconds. You right there, boom, boom, boom. We handling business. Like sacks a big part of this game, man. And I'm glad I got some of them guys that can put up double digits and can get to the quarterback. Make Sundays hard. You know what I'm saying? You don't want anybody to come in your house and feel like they can get it easy. And you're gonna have to come every Sunday with your A game playing with the Eagles, man. We coming.
Yep. Go ahead, King. You want to react to that?
Man, like, it is a big part of the game. I really believe that, disrupting the timing of a quarterback means everything, man. Especially to one that stays in the pocket. This is besides the great play of Foles in that offense. It was ran so beautifully. That's why we won the Super Bowl because we disrupted Tom Brady's. Even though that's still Tom Brady, he was still slinging it. But when it counted, BG got that strip sack fumble. Um, it counts. It just counts, and but that shouldn't be all that counts. But when we got that as a strength, that's everything. That's everything on the field. It leads to a lot of good tackles. It leads to the quarterback having a second guess on where he's going with the ball. It just throws off the whole opposing team's game. So yeah, it does. It does matter. And then it also helps the secondary. You see what it did for our secondary last season. Under Jonathan Gannon's defense. Let's be honest. The pass rush was there. Timing was off. A lot of footballs got batted in the air. C.J. Gardner Johnson was there. James Bradbury was there to swat the ball away. Or how you think Slade actually got some of those picks, and one of those picks from the Vikings game. So yeah, it does matter. So salute to Hassan Reddick for actually saying something about it because at the end of the day, I think they making our defense look suspect. Not suspect, but more so it's not giving us the credit that we deserve. I've seen these rankings and everything like that, and I'm like, yo, we had 70 sacks. We were top 3 defense last season. Led by Hassan Reddick and leading the sacks. They throw dirt on his name too. They don't even show him no respect. They show Michael Parsons respect because he's the one that everywhere looking at us still in the playoffs and everything like that. He's the one that's getting the high praise. But Hassan Reddick is right there, man. We talk about somebody that had double digit sacks on 3 different teams. So I just want to know who actually said that it doesn't matter.
He was talking to somebody. Play it, cool cat, so they can hear
All
what he
right,
said.
let's see if I can do it this time. Hold on. But yeah, I can't hear it. But anyway, go ahead, King, because I can't hear it.
Anyway, whoever said it don't really know the game. And getting a sack in a football game is a situation. That's what you call situational football, where you need to stop. If your secondary is getting beat in coverage and things like that, hey, the next best thing is disrupt the person that's passing the ball. So yeah, it's a big deal. It's just a big deal in this football game, and I don't even know why this was even a discussion.
Yep, try.
I feel like it's disrespectful, bro. If you really watch the NFL, like you really like a fan, like how we are, bro. If you got a dominant pass rush, none of that offense stuff matter. It's like, bro, first of all, they can't set up their offense how they really want to because y'all getting there too fast. So it messed the whole flow of the game up. When you gotta, man, like, y'all remember those Baltimore Ravens defenses, bro? It was so
Yeah.
hard to score on these dudes because it was so good on every level, and it started at the front. Everybody look at like Ray Lewis and Ed Reed and all of them, but the dudes they had up front, they was dominating offensive lines up front. So now Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, they could play around wherever they wanted to be at because they knew their pass rush was going to be where it needed to be at. Quarterbacks only had a good 2, not even 3 seconds to throw the football, and you couldn't run the football on them either, and that started up front. The Philadelphia Eagles, the year we won it in 2017, we had a dominant pass rush. A dominant pass rush, bro. And it opened up everything because our defense was getting people out the field for Carson Wentz and them to go play around, score all the touchdowns they needed to do. But it started up there on that front. So whoever said this, whatever they said, is disrespectful, bro. It's like you don't know football. So where are we going with this? You basically saying like, oh, the pass rush don't matter? Because if the pass rush didn't matter, we might as well be playing 7-on-7. The NFL might as well be 7-on-7 if pass rushes don't matter.
Right.
Pass rushers impact games. Von Miller won the Denver Broncos a Super Bowl. Brandon Graham won the Philadelphia Eagles a Super Bowl. Bro, Jason Pierre-Paul won the Tampa Bay Buccaneers a Super Bowl because he dominated up front. Patrick Mahomes couldn't do nothing in that game. The best quarterback in the NFL, what we call the best quarterback in the NFL, looked like a below average player in that Super Bowl because Jason Pierre-Paul was dominating up there on that front line. So it was like, if pass rush don't matter, we might as well just be playing 7-on-7, bro. It's like that statement don't even make sense to me. That's all I really got to say about that.
I loaded
Yep.
it in, Cool Cat. See if you can play it.
All right. Well, I'll play it and I'll see what I can do as soon as we're done talking about this next topic.
Oh, I finna
And
say
that,
I loaded it at the bottom. You could, if you see it, you can see it down there.
yeah, I'll get it. I even got. I think you even had it on YouTube, so I'll try that one. But first, let's go ahead and talk about Stevante Smith being one of the top 100 players in the National Football League. So go ahead, King.
They got him at 100,
Yep.
bro.
I was going there, bro. Hold on. So anybody that rock with me and my channel and everything like that, know that I'm a big Smitty Slim Reaper fan. You know, love his game. I love how, you know, what he brings to the offense. You know what I'm saying? Even when he first got in and almost cracked 1,000 yards the first year he was in the league. This is an insult, man. This guy coming in to
I ain't
this
even gonna lie
year,
to
you
you. I
know,
gotta take I
last
gotta
season
take
he
his
had
bench off.
1,200 passing yards. You know, we were the only team besides the Dolphins that had two guys in the top 10 in receiving, and you got this guy at number 100, cracking it. The fact that everybody's celebrating this and all, no, that's not good enough. He needs to be higher.
They got him at
He needs to be
100.
higher. They got him at 100. Like, you know, he didn't really accomplish anything. I bet you they got Jason. Not Jason. I bet you got Waddle higher. They got Waddle way higher. It's politics, bro, and that's what it is. This is what going back to the national sports media and even this local sports media. They don't look at the players how we look at the players because we're doing the homework. We're doing those things. Yes, they do homework too, but it's more so that, you know, they got those jobs because of their name. You know, they don't really like put in the work that like we do day in and day out trying to get content out here. So this is, you know, the NFL. Yeah, this is BS, man, and I'm pissed off about it. And I'm hoping that Smitty is pissed off about it too, and using that as a little bit of motivation going into the season and having one of my bold predictions of him getting 1,500 yards this year. You know, I want him to actually crack that. So, you know, Smitty, I hope you looking at this list, and hey, it's not a whole bunch of receivers better than Devontae Smith right now. So I don't even know why this is actually news. You know, it should be higher, but you know, I digress.
That's why I
Yep.
never took stock in
Go ahead, Trey. And then we'll go to Smitty.
that's why I never really took stock in like the top 100. To put this dude at 100 means y'all didn't even want to put him on the list at all. Y'all just did it out of the strength. Like, bro, it's
Mm-hmm.
like, what? The dude was the second option on the team. And he cracked 1,000 yards and damn near 100 catches, bro.
Mm-hmm.
How is he at 100? So y'all could have put him at 101. He wouldn't have been on the list. Like, that's disrespectful. I wouldn't even want to be on this
Mm-hmm.
list. Y'all gonna put me at 100. He's not the 100th best player in the NFL, bro. And I bet you they got a lot of bull crap in front of him. and I'm gonna watch the whole joint. I'm
Here
gonna watch
it is.
the whole thing.
Here
I ain't
it
watched
is. Here it is,
I ain't watched
Strike.
the top 100 in years,
Here's the
bro.
list, Strike.
Well, that's just he's higher today.
DeMarcus Lawrence over Lawrence. It's just, bro. Oh.
He should be ahead of everybody on this list.
Everybody right there. Everybody. If y'all gonna put him
He's
at
better than
90,
all
all
of them.
right. He like them people y'all got in front of him, like Harrison Smith ain't did nothing in like 2 years.
See, I was just looking at the wide receivers, and Scary Terry is not better than Devontae Smith
They
right
put
now. I'm sorry.
they put Terry McLaurin over him, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Like, that's what I be talking about, bro. This is why I say the Philadelphia Eagles is the most hated team in the NFL. It's like, bro, y'all, Hassan Reddick had 17 sacks last year. Y'all did not acknowledge this dude. Jalen Hurts went off last year. Double-digit rushing, double-digit rushing touchdowns, double-digit passing touchdowns. Took his team to the Super Bowl. Y'all still disrespect this man. They called A.J. Brown. They said all A.J. Brown could do is run slants. Bro, do you watch this dude game? That's all he got to do for real, for real. Because once he get the ball in his hands, he like a running back, bro. They don't understand. I just want to see where they got Hassan Reddick at on here. This dude that I know should be on here. Bradbury and Slay should definitely be on this joint because they locked everything down this whole season. Lane Johnson should be on here. Dickerson, Jared Mailata, bro. Even
Jalen
Miles,
Hurts.
I'm gonna slide Miles in that joint too. Miles should be on here too because he
Jalen.
balled out last season.
Lane Johnson should be on here.
Lane Johnson, Josh
We
Sweat.
got disrespected too.
Then our whole team should be on this list, bro.
Yeah.
Our whole team.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't take no stock in none of that, bro. It just pissed me off.
No.
Yeah, go ahead, King, and then we'll go to Smitty.
No, I just went, but I just do got to say that, Lane Johnson had some disrespect this year too, this off season, man. Basically, it was a list of who was the best tackles, and I think he was like fourth or fifth. And these other guys, these guys are not better than him, man. We've seen what he did with a injured shoulder, with some of the best pass rushers. So we've been getting disrespected all season, man. And all I gotta say is, I just hope that besides the confetti from the Super Bowl, besides how we lost the Super Bowl and how mad we were, I really hope that they're using all this as motivation and still taking it one game at a time, and with that formula, and hopefully we get back to the NFC Championship and then we go from there. But like I said, I don't see us losing too much in the NFC, and I don't see us actually being who they predicting us to be. They predicting us to not be as good as last season. I think we're going to be even better. The record might not show it. It might be a game or two off, but we're going to be a better team for it, and that's all I got to say about that.
Yep. Smitty?
Bro, the disrespect as an Eagle fan continues, man. 100?
Horrible, bro.
I seen a whole list. I know that's all that's out right now, but I seen the whole 90 to 100. He better than all them dudes. And I could, and in the top of my head, I can go to naming other dudes that I seen that might not be on the list yet. I'm like, he better than him. He better than him. He better than him. He better than him. Like, they continue to do little things. Like, they continue to throw pebbles at the brick house and think it's gonna do some type of destruction.
Bro, let me ask you a question. Not to cut you off, but would you take how many number twos? Since we got to say wide receiver 2, how many number twos would you take over Devontae Smith right now? You got T. Higgins, you got Jalen Waddle, you got if you want to throw him out there, Brandon Cooks, you got
Saxon the most important thing is you're fucking stupid. Talk about stopping the run game.
Right. I'm listening to it.
On my side, man. And that's the fucking truth.
Right.
Hassan Reddick with the penetration.
Yo, Hassan Reddick is Philly. That's a Philly quote. Fuckers don't run to my side. If you'd have hit him with I'd have been like, yeah.
You're fucking stupid. talk about stopping the run game. I stopped the run. Niggas don't run on my side, man. And that's the fucking truth.
No, that is the truth.
Penetration of the tackle for loss.
Yep. So your reaction to the sound that you just heard, King?
Because all right, I'm gonna speak Philly terms right now, man. Y'all gotta forgive me, but Hassan Reddick is right, man. Think about it like this, man. How often do a running back run on that side? And then, especially when y'all got somebody like a dumbass tight end actually sit up there blocking for him, and even if they double him, it's backdoor, dick. It's backdoor, dick. It's backdoor.
Backdoor, dickhead.
And they going right there. Here come Josh Sweat. Here come Milton Williams. Here come Hargrave at the time last season. Here come Brandon Graham. Here come all these guys. Levar Joseph. Sue was getting a couple sacks because of Hassan Reddick. That's why I don't understand how this man didn't win Defensive Player of the Year. They try to blame it on good coaching because they was bigging up Jonathan Gannon and all that. No, it's not that. Because we had a great team. No, Hassan Reddick basically set the tone for that pass rush. He did. And then, BG is always going to be BG. Josh Sweat is going to be Josh Sweat. But at the end of the day, Hassan Reddick set the tone. Look, he almost had 17 sacks.
Every game.
He almost had 17 sacks. He had 16 and a half. Like, come on.
Game,
yeah,
multiple games with 3 sacks. Multiple games.
Whoever he was talking to should be banned from watching the Eagles. Period.
It's probably another player, DB. It ain't he don't care about no fan. That's another player that said that.
Okay.
That's a
if it was another player.
Think about it. He was another player. Going after like that. He put that on his main page.
I hear you. And if that's another player, he should be fine. He should be fine for asking that question. Or talking to him about sacks and Hassan Reddick. Nobody wants to run on that side. Come on, man. He's going to be an elite, man. I do want him to get extended so bad. I do. Because he set the tone.
Yep.
There's not too many people that you can find. Hold on. It's not too many people that you can find that can set the tone, especially in this Eagles organization like a Brian Dawkins, Michael Jenkins, a Brandon Graham. It's not a lot of people. Asante Samuel and the secondary, Darius Slade. You don't see a lot of people like that. And we got guys like that on our team now. Crazy, man.
Yep.
Go ahead. I'm done.
Talk about stopping the run game. I stopped the run. Niggas don't run on my side, man. And that's the fucking truth.
Hassan Reddick with the penetration of the tackle for loss.
Yep, go ahead, Trey.
And that's the fucking truth, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we about to do a little rated R now, and I'm gonna get in my little Philly slang too. So I mean, I try to mask it while I'm on here. I try to talk proper and stuff. But bro, I'm a little Philly nigga, bro, at heart. So, I mean, listen. Stopping the run, right? The way the NFL set up now, it don't even matter, bro. It's like the way the NFL set up now, ain't too many teams just running the ball consistently, like bang, 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 bang. Bro, this is a passing league. It's a passing league, bro. So you sitting there talking about stopping the run like this dude ain't just had 17 sacks, bro. What's more effective? Stopping the run? All right. You stop the run. That's the main objective. It's always been in the NFL, and it's always going to be. Because if a team running it down your throat, now the play action open, stuff like that. But, I mean, quarterbacks is passing the rock 40 times a game, bro. If you got to assign Reddick on the other side of the field, bro, listen, it ain't happening. It's not happening, bro. And for whoever he was talking to say, try stopping the run. Bro, we wasn't horrible in the run game. So it's like, all right, he did his job in that aspect. You never seen Hassan Reddick getting exposed in the run game or nothing like that. So it's like, all right, he did what he had to do in that. But his specialty is pass rushing the quarterback, affecting the game that way. How many strip sacks did Hassan Reddick have this year? I can count 9 on my hand, bro. Just him getting to the football aggressively, fumbling strip sacks, stuff like that. Even the times when he didn't get the sack, Even the times when he
Right.
didn't get the sack,
That's what I'm saying.
he called. He was the reason somebody else got a sack. Hassan Reddick was dominant coming off that edge, bro. Like
And
dominant. He dominated the whole
Hassan Reddick,
season.
he won that NFC championship for us too. If you want to sit up there and say, oh, the quarterback, he knocked both of the quarterbacks out himself. Like what?
And the crazy thing is, I've been saying this since even before he got on the Eagles. Like, the dude has just been so underrated because he was playing on horrible teams. He finally got a chance to show his talent on a good team. And they don't recognize it. They can't understand it right now because they wasn't really watching Hassan Reddick. They wasn't watching him in Arizona. They weren't watching him in Carolina. He got here. Now he on national stage and he doing this thing like he been doing his whole career. His whole career, bro. And they still can't respect it. They had Bosa. I could see them having TJ Watt on. He do have like 21 sacks last year. He balled out last year. But he did better than, I feel like he was better than Bosa in crucial situations. In crucial situations, he was better than Bosa. He's a better pass rusher than Bosa. Bosa not dropping back in coverage, covering tight ends and stuff like that, and still rushing the passer too, bro. Like come on. If we're going to talk football, let's talk football. Let's talk football, bro. Joey Bosa was a pass rusher. He stayed on the same side. Hassan Reddick came from up the middle. He came off the right. He came off the left. He dropped back in coverage and did a great job. He was a better overall player than Joey Bosa was. A way better overall player, bro. And they disrespected this dude all season. They had in the defensive MVP vote, and they had this dude at 5. How you got 4 other people over him? I could see TJ Watt. I understand why TJ Watt won it. He dominated this year. I understand. If TJ Watt ain't had the season he had, it should have been Hassan Reddick, but he should have at least been number 2. Y'all had this dude at 5. Who y'all putting over him? Like, come on, bro. Like, they just disrespect everything that, even with the 100 with Devontae Smith, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, this dude he's not like the 100th best player, bro. I put him in like the 60 to 70 range like that. All right, he still got some little time to grow and stuff like that. AJ a little bit over him, and he had a better season than him. So, I mean, I put him in that range right there. But 100 is so disrespectful, bro. It's disrespectful. They had Jalen Hurts as the 7th best quarterback in the NFL. So disrespectful based off of last year. Like, come on, man. Like, they hate Philly. I don't know why they hate Philly so much, but I love it because it put that chip on our shoulder and we go out there and ball every season. So I'm cool with it, but I just hate how they do my team for real.
Yep. Smitty?
For mature audiences only. It's really getting nasty. Like, bro, it's that's all I can say, bro. For mature, this season is for mature audiences only. Have you seen how they responding to everything that's really being put out? Like, it's no like we ain't feeding into it. It's just like, bro, are you stupid? Are you dumb? Do you have those things between your ears that tell you what's going on, helps you think? It tell you to blink, tell you to move your hands, smell with your nose, open your mouth so you can speak. Like, people don't understand, man. They stop the run. The man played the perfect game last year, and I heard a Carolina fan crying so hard earlier about really wanting him back. He was like, "Dang, man, if we ain't have Matt Rule, Hassan Reddick wouldn't be an Eagle." And it's like, that's not my fault. Your digressions and getting rid of your players is cool and better for me. So I'm all good with it. Like, whatever it takes to, for them to get fired up, have a little bait. You know what I'm saying? People like Regina Green, they're gonna be trying to find out how they can restructure Dak and get him out the building. Y'all always in here fucking with us. Y'all need to get y'all Dak Prescott together, man. Tell him don't lead the league in picks this time if he missed 5 games.
And for Cole to sit up there and say that, I like Nick Sirianni and all that, and he be kicking y'all ass, I want y'all to extend that. Please extend that. Please do it. Because, Dak is not a bad quarterback, but he make bad decisions, man. He's that dude, man. He's that dude that you cool with, and you like, yo, man, he got a good job. He gonna fuck it up. That's basically what Dak is.
Exactly.
That boy just got a brand new car. He gonna wreck it in a week.
Right.
Dak Prescott, that dude, right? Dak Prescott, that dude that He came in, he was a great employee, but then they try to move him up to manager and they ain't work out. That's who Dak Prescott is. Bro, they put the offense in. Once they put the offense in this dude's hands and they took it out of Ezekiel Elliott's hands, that's when he started going downhill. When you can sit back and y'all can run play action, y'all can run the ball, then run play action. Dak Prescott was great. When we actually make him have to think, horrible quarterback, bro. Horrible quarterback, make horrible decisions in crucial points of the game. And he been that his whole career. If he couldn't lean on Ezekiel Elliott, he been that his whole career. They had Dak Prescott start throwing the ball 35, 40 times a game, bro. That's when he start messing up. Because he don't got that. He not that. He wasn't that in Mississippi State, and he's not that in the NFL. He got to have a dominant run game to be good. He got to have a dominant run game. You can tell the years when Ezekiel Elliott went off for 1,400 yards a year, that's when Dak Prescott had his best seasons. Bro, he's not that. He's not that. He's never going to be that. And now since he can't run no more, he can't use his legs as a crutch like he used to at the beginning, it's a wrap for him. He got to sit in that pocket and actually make decisions. So, I mean, have fun with it. Y'all got Tony Romo 2.0. He gonna win y'all a lot of season games, but once it comes to the playoffs, he not that dude, bro. And we seen it. And we don't got like just one example of it. It's year after year after year after year. So Dallas Cowboys fans can't talk none of that stuff to me. My quarterback has been in the league, been starting quarterback for 2 years, and he already been to a Super Bowl. Y'all dude can't even make it out of the conference finals, bro. I mean, he can't even make it to the championship game. Like, come on, bro.
Dak Prescott is the James Harden of the NFL. That's who he is. You know, he could put up the stats and all that. Y'all keep saying 4,000. He's 8-3 against the Birds and things like that. But where did that lead him to? You know, y'all won the NFC East 1 year and then got bounced right after the bye. You know, you know what we do? We get the number 1 seed and we take that thing to the Super Bowl. That's what happens. My quarterback, Jalen Hurts, the one that y'all call a running quarterback, actually outplayed Patrick Mahomes, who they think that, you know, is going to be the face.
Sorry, I haven't said that in a while, so I haven't said that yet on this show. So go ahead.
You good. But it's just the thing that, you know, y'all are Cowboys fans big up Dak Prescott. Yes, like I said, he's a good quarterback. You know, if you know my fantasy team, if I sit up there and pass up one of the good quarterbacks and Dak is there, guess who I'm picking? I'm picking Dakota Rain. I'm gonna pick him just so I can get them stats. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I just think that we are more frustrated about y'all quarterback than y'all are. Y'all make up all these excuses on how he's better than Hurts and all that, but Hurts did this thing called making it to the Super Bowl, winning the championship, breaking records, you know, and he's doing it like, you know, with ease because now he set the bar high. Now this whole
guy saying you guys do it 2 years in a row.
DV. You disrespected James Harden. That man is not James Harden. That man is Damian Lillard.
Bro,
James Harden actually had a playoff run.
But that's because he had other players
around him. It don't matter.
Him.
Dak had the same amount of players that James Harden had when he went to the finals with the OKC Thunder and when he went back and he faced Golden State. You cannot give Dak so much credit.
And the Rockets. When he played with the Rockets.
He had good first rounds and he can't get out the second. Stop it. He's Dame.
Okay. That's a better situation. But James Harden still stuck. I'm still a Sixers fan. James Harden sucked. He gotta go. But
if you're gonna do that, you gotta give him T-Mac then, because T-Mac was the same way.
Nah, T-Mac couldn't get him in the playoffs though. He's never won a series as a starter.
Dak.
You won a series with the Rockets?
No.
He lost in the first round every year. Every year he went to the playoffs.
The only time he got it, he won a series. He was on the bench with the Spurs.
Back to football, like. Yeah, right. So basically, what the Cowboys did when they got Zeke and Dakota Rain was copied
brainless
RG3 and who's their running back? The rookie ball at the time, and they was running
Damn.
that
I can't remember
RPO.
his
Who was?
name. I know you
Hold on,
talking
what
about
you said now?
Yeah,
Say it again. What happened?
They made the running back for the Redskins at the time when
Clinton?
RG3 was there.
Clinton.
Not Clinton Portis.
No,
Not
that
Clinton
wasn't
Portis.
Clinton wasn't there. It was
It wasn't
Clinton was
him.
there though. I don't know if he was the
Clinton
starter,
wasn't
but
there.
he was there.
Clinton wasn't there.
No, it wasn't.
No,
It wasn't him.
That's way after.
Clinton
They
was at Denver
enhanced it.
then?
That's way after. I can't
Damn.
remember his name.
I can't even. But
Washington Redskins
that's all they did.
running back.
Running back. When RG3, it was RG3 and him, and he was 1,000-yard rusher.
Yeah,
Somebody in the chat, man, help us out.
yeah.
I'm worried about Regina, man. Regina is on she's at Kensington right now. Man.
Alfred Morris.
Alfred Morris, yep.
Yeah.
And that's what they basically did. They just enhanced it. They enhanced it.
Alfred Morris.
But in this situation, Zeke Elliott, he was the guy. He was the guy that the offense ran through, and then that could dink and dunk and actually try to get Des Bryant and whoever involved, and then they try to put it like Rock said, they try to put it in Dak's hands, and you see what happens. This is why the number one receiver left. He went to the Browns. This is why coaches got fired. Kellen Moore just got fired and then got picked up by. I guarantee you that who's the quarterback for the Chargers again?
Justin Herbert.
Yeah, Justin Herbert is going to have a great season. I'm not saying he's going to go to the playoffs. He's going to have some decent numbers and all that, and then we're just going to be looking back at last season with Dak Prescott and how the Cowboys content creators and the fans basically sat up there and said that it was Kellen Moore.
Yep. Smitty.
Man, I said the same thing, DV. I asked Coles this, right? I said, what happens when them boys like 13-4, AFC Championship, your boy Herbert, 5,000 yards again, 40 touchdowns, he looking good. Then what's the excuses for that?
Mm-hmm.
What's is the goalpost moved again? Is it now Mike McCarthy? Is it now going back to Jerry Jones? Are you gonna blame his son? When do Dak Prescott, Rain Dakota Prescott, get the blame? I seen somebody today say the word of the day for Dak Prescott is accountability. When is he going to be held to the standard that Jalen Hurts has been held to? Y'all say y'all want to see it again. I want to see improvement from Dak Prescott. How about not throwing the ball to the other team? How about not blaming all your receivers for giving the team the ball? Right. Guess what? When you're a quarterback, you have to play chess, not checkers. So when you throw the ball, everything that you need to process need to be processed. You need to know the evaluation of the circumstance, and you need to know the outcome. It's all about being a quarterback. You might not know the outcome every time, but come on, man. 15 interceptions in 12 games. Eagle Landon said it right there. 15 interceptions in 12 games. That means you threw one in every game. And then in 3 of those games, you threw multiple. Like, come on, bro. Like, y'all hold us to this standard way up here. Like, y'all want us to be y'all 1990 standards when there was no salary cap, when there was no free agency, when you could just go out and pay a player and he's stuck with your team for the next 30 years. It don't work like that now. People have options. So y'all want us at that 1990 standard, and we are surpassing it in the times we are in now. Get the fuck over it. The Dallas Cowboys run is fucking over. It was over in 1996, and the shit ain't coming back. So guess what you can do? If you can't get with it, just like you do your dog, go in the backyard, and y'all know what happens in the backyard with your dog when he a mutt, he about to go out. Do that, because Regina and all your flunkies, my fucking nerves. Tired of y'all in here, man. Y'all really aggravating the fuck out of me.
Yeah. Well, like I said, when it comes to the Cowboys, I said in my video, this y'all last chance. Because once my Birds go to the NovaCare complex and get on the field, we'll see you guys whenever we see you. We'll see you guys whenever we see you. Simple as that. Because once my Birds go on the field, you're second place, just like you will be this year. You're second place. It's Jalen freaking Hurts and the Birds. You, the Commanders, the Giants, the 49ers, y'all second, third, fourth place. Tell me. So that's that. Now, we talk too much about you street rat little boys for far too long on this show. Hence the reason why King TV is like, if you don't get on with the show, well, we're about to end it. So, King, our final thoughts heading into training camp before we wrap up.
Eagles fans, I ain't even talking to nobody else. But the Eagles fans, y'all got to get ready for what's about to happen, man. We've been excited this whole time talking about, what we want to see, the training camp battles, the coaching staff, the schemes that they're going to be running, what they're going to throw at Jalen Hurts, what Jalen Hurts is going to throw at the defense and try to test it. We really got to be ready for what's to come, man. We made these moves in the draft. We picked up some guys, to stop the bleeding a little bit, if you want to call it that, for the players that we did lose. But at the same time, man, I think we got a lot better, a lot younger. I think that this year is going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting. It's not going to be the most dominant like we were last season. The last a couple games that we lost, Hurts wasn't in, and we took the Cowboys, to the end of the game, basically. But this season, I think it's going to be more closer games, and we're going to see what we're really made of. And I think that way, Jalen Hurts is going to win us some games, just like he was always doing. The defense is finally going to win us some games and not sit up there and just prevent deep passes and things like that. Because that hurt us. That really hurt us in the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. So I think that it's going to be a lot of changes. I know Nick Sirianni sees some things. I know anybody watching the Super Bowl. I know Sean Desai probably watched it, man. He's a football guy. He's gonna do some things. I think bringing in DJ Elliott at linebacker coach or whatever. He's gonna see some things that he could do that he had in Temple. He's gonna see some things. It's just gonna be a whole different feel, but the same culture, if that makes sense. It's gonna be a whole different feel because we're gonna have a better scheme. We're gonna sit up there and blitz a little bit more than Jonathan Gannon defense, and on offense. With the health of Swift, I really believe this offense opens up, and then the health of Dallas Goedert. We need Dallas Goedert majority of these games. I think that opens up the whole offense to the point where, even if you put Olamide Zaccheaus in a slant or a short route, he's a reliable guy that is hard to take down too. Pause. But he's one of those guys that, can open up the offense as well. It makes it easier on Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts don't have to run often like he normally did. We've seen video of Jalen Hurts sit up there and escape the pocket when the Chiefs was trying to, get to him and make a decent throw to a Zach Pascal of all people. You know what I'm saying? So he probably don't have to do that as much, man. You got to protect your investment, and then also have the people around him play for him like they did last season, taking one game at a time, and everything's going to fall together, man.
Yep. Smitty?
Hey, how the new cornerbacks do it? How they do it? Ain't that it, Trey? They be like, strap in, y'all. It's finna be a good one, boy. It's finna be. It's no roller coaster. We riding on high terrain. We getting it in, man. It's gonna be epic. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to see people who we just brought into the team. See the acquisitions perform on the field. See what they bring. See the new, the things they implement into the game that make us better. Because just like everybody tell you, they pay the defensive coordinator just as much as they pay others, so they can sit down, figure out how to stop you. So I just need Brian Johnson to innovate. I need Deshaun Desai to innovate. I don't need you to go out and try to freelance. You already got kind of a based out frame. I just need you to paint the picture. You know what I'm saying? It's already written out for you. Just put it to the paper. We can get it done because we brought in the guys to replace the guys that left. You know, a lot of people want to tell us what we lost was detrimental to the team. But some of them guys y'all didn't even know before last year. TJ Edwards, Marcus Epps, Reed Blankenship, who is now coming back. Y'all didn't know these guys, man. Y'all didn't care about none of these dudes. Y'all didn't care about Isaac Samalu. Y'all didn't care about Miles Sanders. Now that they left the Eagles and went other places, now it's an issue. Now we lost detrimental pieces. Miles Sanders went 1,000-yard back before last year.
Right.
Javon Hargrave wasn't a double-digit sack leader before last year. TJ Edwards wasn't the top-tier linebacker. Kazir White coming in, he was a mercenary.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't want to really open. Oh, somebody brought up Zach Pascal. What did he do last year other than be a pass blocker?
No, sir.
He had what 10 catches on the whole season. Like y'all bringing up people that don't
like
matter.
Jump ball passes too.
They bringing up people that don't matter. Listen, the people I matter about got this eagle right here on their jersey and on their helmet, and they say Eagles across their chest, and they're in midnight green. Other than that, if you ain't here, man, I ain't worried about it. I know we didn't get into the CJ situation, but somebody tagged me in it on Twitter. I don't care if people don't like my response. He said, "Dang, Smitty, your boy." I said, prayer hand, not my problem.
Right.
I hope he get better, but it's not my issue to worry about. It don't affect the Eagles. It don't affect me right now. Right now, I'm worried about training camp, preseason, Patriots. Anything else is irrelevant. I want my players to get better. I want my best players on the field. And I want to play my best every Sunday. And if it ain't Eagle best, I don't know what else it is, man. We got a standard we upholding here as Eagle fans, as Eagle content creators, as you know, people that might not even love the Eagles, as fans of the sport in general. You could be a neutral. We here to see good football, man. We here to see people progress. They could put all the hate on whoever they want to. But at the end of the day, it's 0-0. It's July going into August.
Yep.
It's training camp. Until week 1, I really don't want to hear nobody else. Like I've been real upset on Twitter watching Jets and Chiefs highlights from training camp all damn week. I wanted to see the Eagles, man. I don't care about nothing else, man. We got to worry about the Eagles and who the opponent is on the other side of the field week in, week out, and it's only 17 of those games until you get to the playoffs. So until further notice, Dallas, leave me the hell alone.
Exactly. Go ahead, Trey.
I got 9 weeks before I got to talk to you, mother. Leave me alone. Give me a break.
Exactly. Yep. Go ahead, Trigger.
All right, so this the point of the off season that I really start locking in. Everything before this is just like smoke screens. I mean, stuff like that. So it's like, you know, I don't really dip and dab in it too much. So this right here, this when I really lock in the NFL football, like training camp, stuff like this. And all I want is my guys to get through this training camp healthy. I mean, we could get through this training camp healthy and take our full team into the season, we're going to be good. And Nick Sirianni do a great job of not overworking these dudes, man. He do a great job of not overworking these dudes. I'm pretty sure they stretch into their best ability, stuff like that. Because, you know, around this time, that's when all the soft tissue injuries really start happening because dudes working out, but they're not really moving too much. They're not really cutting too much. They're not doing stuff like that. They just really weightlifting, hitting the treadmill, stuff like that. So, I mean, I pray we get through this off season healthy. We bring our full team into the season. I mean, and then we go. Season started in September, bro. September right around the corner. We about to hit August. So, I mean, preseason games about to start rolling around. I'm pretty sure none of our players gonna play to like probably the third preseason game or something like that, second. But I mean, I just want everybody to be relatively healthy, man. I want another Super Bowl run, bro. That whole Super Bowl run last year, bro, that was one of the happiest times of my life, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It was like everybody was cool with each other. It wasn't really too much going on in the city. Everybody watching the Eagles. I mean, hoping for that Super Bowl run and stuff like that. So I want to feel that again, man. I want to feel that again. I want Jalen Hurts to do what he did last year plus. Now they really. I heard a lot of stuff in the media like, "Oh, Jalen Hurts is one year wonder" and stuff like that. You can't call a dude a 1 year wonder when they didn't have another year to prove that they wasn't. So this is prove a year again. And Jalen Hurts the type of dude that he take those kind of battles and them kind of challenges personal. So I feel like he's working as hard as he can to get back to that form and better. So I mean, listen, man. This season about to be a roller coaster. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of stuff we don't like, a lot of stuff we do like. But at the end of the day, I hope we come together and we rock this season out. We another Super Bowl run, man. I'm trying to be down, bro, in Patterson, man. By the time it's cold, freezing out that jump, I'm tore up off the liquor, so the cold not even affecting me, bro. Out there tailgating, everything. Listen, bro, like, yo, that's the times we live for. We did it in 04, 05, 03, all that, bro. Like, it's like, come on, last year, the year before that, 17, bro. Like, listen, I want another one of them. I want to be outside at that time. I want to be outside around my Eagles family.
Yep.
And I just want to, I really want to give a big shout out to Howie Roseman and Nick Sirianni.
Oh, Howie!
Bro, I want to give a big shout out to these dudes because they make this all possible, bro. Howie Roseman been a dog ever since that year. His kind of job was dangling in the air and stuff like that. Howie Roseman been a whole different dude when it comes to this offseason. So shout out to Howie Roseman for understanding and changing. Shout out to Nick Sirianni for being the motivator that he is. And shout out to my Philadelphia Eagles, bro, because listen, when they not talking about us, they talking about us. When they don't want to talk about us, they got to talk about us, bro. We the talk of the town right now. People really don't want to acknowledge it, but we the talk of the town right now. Everything is Philadelphia Eagles right now. This Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl, but everything is Philadelphia Eagles this, Philadelphia Eagles that. Do they got enough to do this, bro? They talking about us and we doing something good, man. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's get it.
Yep. And for me, it's real simple. Let's get to training camp and leave out of there healthy. I want my 53 best players facing the New England Patriots. I love this team to the death of me. Y'all know how I feel about Jalen freaking Hurts. Eagles Nation, this your last night. Your last night to argue with whoever you want to argue with. You want to argue with Cowboy fans? Do it. You want to argue with Giant fans? Do it. You want to argue with 49ers and Washington fans? Do it. Because tomorrow, my boys go to the NovaCare complex and handle their business. And that's all I want to see on Twitter. If they want to argue with you about, did you see Jalen Hurts throw an interception? Let them talk. Let them talk. You'll get to see them soon. Let them talk. But I'm going to be happy. We got a lot of content going on. Eagles Nation, training camp. We're going to be reacting to a whole lot of videos next week. Moan's coming back. Notion's going to come back soon. BG's going to come back. Be prepared, y'all. So for Notion, Trey, BG, Moan, King DV, and Smitty, it's your boy, Mizzy Miz Kool-Kat Kern. You can represent the birds. As always, fly goes fly. Go birds. Lights out.